Hi, welcome back to channel FC24. Alright, we're making good profits there from the exchanges. Like for example, this one, we spent about 337,000 and we got a player that's worth 2.5 million. Along the way, we got more rewards. You can see here, that's from the pathway. Not too bad, still at ST, but we managed to sell this player as well for 1.3 million. So that's really a fantastic effort in gaining the number of coins for us in having this event. So let's see, putting the market right now straight away is sold at 1.35 million. Of course, that's forgetting that there's 10% tax. Currently 34 million. End of this video, we should have another couple of million more. So I'm going to sell off some of the great players that is of great value, not really great players, but great value players, right? So definitely keeping some of the 60 plus for training daily requirement or request. You're going to train one of the players itself. Alright, so there we pocket another 1.3 million, and now we're going to do this exchange with 70s. If you have a couple, just save up a few. That's really cheap in value, that's not worth selling, so that will allows you to do this exchange. And we got another 85 goalkeeper, not too bad, 1.17 million. Alright, perfect. And of course, these are some exchanges you should consider not doing. Right, so there are exchanges that you should not be doing because it's total waste of funds. Definitely look for those that require only 70s. But again, this one, nope, I'm not advising doing this because it's not worthwhile. The players get about 200,000. You spend more than that in getting the 70s in. This is hard to do, but it's definitely very valuable because it's a universal card. Can use to upgrade any of the cards from 80 to 89 OVR. So I use it for my founders players, which of high OVR of 88 or 89. It upgraded 2 to 90 and 1 from 88 to 89, which I showed in my previous video. You can take a look at there. So otherwise, I was thinking that the best is to do those exchange that gives you player, and when you're lucky, you may sell for a couple of million. That allows me to basically choking up to 35 million right now. So like I said, a lot of efforts in terms of doing the exchanges. You gotta hunt for the cheapest possible player. For example, if you look at the requirements 80 and you go ahead to buy 80, I think you're making a loss, a big loss, because 80 player costs 300,000, whereas 83 player costs 100 over 1,000. So you really have to search the market for the cheapest possible player in order to put into the exchange. And I'm doing this one because it's worth it. I have an 86 CF I'm not using it all. It's total waste of time to store in the bench of mine, or also called a store card. So I'm not going to use that card anyway. So I have no issue burning off that 86 card. And of course, I'm hoping for a good player out here. If it's best, we could get a universal player. Most of the time, that is the price item. You're not so successful in getting it perfectly fine. Let's put in efforts to hunt for 280 plus OVR players. Like I said, hunt for 80, that's the most expensive because people thought going for 80 would be the cheapest, but no, this is not true. Demand versus supply, because of the high demand, prices are pushed up to 200 over 1,000 or even 300 over 1,000. So make sure you hunt for the correct one. It should be 100 over 1,000. So 83, they ought to be about 170. So I think let's try 84 and you see a difference here. It's about 500-600. Definitely not this kind of cards you could throw it in. I'll just basically go for the 83. Alright, we saw that goalkeeper we got earlier. Now we have 36 million already. So I'm going back to the 83. I'm going to buy that 170,000 card. I'm going to buy 2 numbers of it. And then eventually we'll throw it into the exchange and hopefully get another good card. And that will beef up our good amount of coins. Currently it's 36 million. I'm hoping to gain even more of it. That's really very painful and difficult to accumulate the coins, because most of the players you can't really sell for a good price, and there's 10% tax. You can't really make a profit from buying and selling players sometimes, but again, it depends on luck. So we bought 168 and 167. We spent 300 over 1,000. Let's see who we get from the exchange very quickly. Let's go and to the events, and then to the main, and then to the exchange tab itself. Right, so in the exchange, you go to university rank players. There's one exchange there. Go ahead and do it, and here we go. Let's see which player do we get today, and hopefully a good player of good value. So we got an RB. All right, so the RB seems to be good, I believe. All right, not too bad. It's a 86 RB. Definitely. Oh, that's great. We got about two of a million. So after selling, we should have about 38 million or so. So definitely not possible to do. This exchange is so expensive. Although the 81 goalkeeper is not about the OVR of that card, but rather it's a universal card. Means basically a card that can be upgraded any of it, or for 80 to 89. We should use it at the founders, like I said. So I'm going to put into the market right now. Let's check out how much it costs for the 85 attacker. Oh, that's too much. Initially, thinking of doing the universal card exchange as well, but I think that costs way too much for me. So it's about a million plus, and if we get a good number of that, well, I think that's far too much. I think it's perfectly fine. We can go ahead without the rank up then. So anyways, as we progress with the events, eventually got more and more higher OVR cards will be available, so there's no worries about ranking up your founders players if it's just too expensive to do so. So definitely going to give up on this. Definitely not burning the founders card for sure. Then let's go back to hit the market, and eventually let's go with accumulating more and more funds. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.